know from an observing eye looking in, a lot of people can say a lot of different things about this character. I've chosen this character today because it's Sunday and because I think that it would be a cool fit to fit SpongeBob into a Sunday theme. I mean, they both start with S, right? Sure. No. The truth is I just thought about SpongeBob and was like, hey, why not make a video about the guy? I mean, he is one of the brokest characters in all of fiction, and he's up there with Bugs Bunny in terms of probably being a top 10 character in terms of strength and durability and destruction in terms of fiction. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get into this video right now. SpongeBob is weird. He's weird because he's literally just a weird character, and I know there are a bunch of those, like Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, or, you know, other weird ones. Like, just not even going to get into the amount of weird characters there are. Probably showing a bunch of them anyways right now. But at the point of disbelief, there is SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob is known for making Krabby Patties and going to work on time and being the good employee and being the one that everybody likes and accepts. Well, what if I told you that that same character was one of the brokest characters in all of fiction and probably a top 10 character in all of fiction? SpongeBob is not only durable to the point where he can take punches from Flash. Yeah, Flash, this big bully guy. It takes 0 damage. While laughing at his face, I might add. Thinking that his punches feel like tickles. I know that sounds crazy, but this is all thanks to the power of another character having the ability of Toon Force. SpongeBob's Toon Force is somewhere between broken and it can't be stopped. As SpongeBob has even been seen destroying an entire universe by pulling an entire string throughout the entirety of an episode. All the way up until he meets a sailor, destroys the sailor, and then after doing all that, then goes on to destroy the rest of reality. Somehow Patrick is able to also exist outside of reality, and SpongeBob is too. But then before everything is said and done, Patrick then erases SpongeBob from existence. But we can hear his voice in the background, and it lets us know that he's actually still alive in this voiceless, no body having reality, which is just kind of weird to think about. On another note, SpongeBob is even more OP for the ultimate reason, and not because he was in that movie where he got his sponge out of water superpowers, because frankly, I don't really look at that as true media, even though it is true. Now, where SpongeBob really gets crazy is when you start talking about his pencil, like the pencil, you know, that lets him write Doodlebop. Well, apparently SpongeBob somehow gets another one of these pencils in another episode. And let me tell you, that thing is powerful. Not only can he create creatures of, well, anything he would like, but he can also erase them whenever he gets ready, so they actually are tameable as well, unlike Doodlebob that one episode. Anyways, though, if SpongeBob doesn't feel like using the pencil, he's got the ultimate weapon in his brain. Because we find out in a video game that SpongeBob actually has had a page on him in the entirety of the show's run that he can just use whenever he gets ready to do whatever he wants. And this thing is called the Magic Book, or Elements of the Magic Book, or Magical Pages. The page is a piece of reality. Well, not a piece of reality, but it governs all of reality in, well, SpongeBob's universe and pretty much anywhere else he is in all forms of media, I might add. Meaning that if SpongeBob wants, he can easily just say, hey, I don't really want to lose to this guy, and then SpongeBob will not lose to this guy. He can take their powers away whenever he gets ready. He can warp reality to whatever level he sees fit, and for the most part can do anything that his sponge brain can do. SpongeBob has virtually no weaknesses besides regular other Toon Force based characters, like for example Daffy Duck, or like Wild Coyote not thinking he can go through the wall so he just hits it. But even though those are minor weaknesses, for example, SpongeBob in that one episode where he couldn't really lift 2 bunnies on a stick, yeah, I get it. That's low tier Toon Force. But it fit the point of the episode, which is why he was so much weaker compared to what I've said this entire time. But on a larger scale of things, all Toon Force based characters have weak points and have high points. SpongeBob's high points are higher than his weak points, so I think we should look at those more than we should look at something like him not being able to pick up this stick with 2 bunnies attached to the side of it. Anyways, I think that's about the point that I was trying to get, and SpongeBob is truly a menace because he can't be stopped. Yeah. Hope you all enjoyed, and as usual, I'll try to see you next time.